So, yeah, I mean, that's not a bad team to lose to. Whereas Case, they've had a very strong record on it themselves, but I feel like just the individual skill might prevail here on a very puggy map for Navi Junior.
Exactly. Like, there's not going to be any kind of hard tactical preparation coming in, on a map like this. It is just going to be standard play after standard play with shooting galleries in between. And, well, this is how the pistol round is going to be looking like. Navi starting on the, for them, I suppose, less favored CT side.
Yeah.
As we'll be going into the pistol round now. What kind of a buy did these guys go for? Let's find out. Utility on 3 players for the Navi Junior side. That's quite a lot of grenades to be buying up for a defensive side. Landon, meanwhile, the only utility man for his team, as no quick execute toward any particular part of the map, just grabbing all of that free real estate, right? The long doors, the lower tunnels, and top middle, and now they can just aggress onto short, I suppose. After the smoke fades, Manezi should be exposed to the player on Xbox. Players, in fact, but they both get blinded. As he goes down.
Fully blinded DDT gets that kill, and he's even going to dig up the player in sight as well. Navi Junior, so very weak already. And look at Nissim, P2 Fiddy in hand. He's going to be pushing down long, hoping to catch a player and take them down quickly with that one shot to the head. And, that's 2 quick kills. This A site has crumpled. And, Nissim, a third as well. Look at these kills.
See it again.
Oof. Oof.
Speedy as you like.
Oof. Actually, 4. Actually, 4 kills. I missed that third one.
And it was quite possibly the most impressive one yet. It was so far away.
Yeah.
Still, a lot less pressure at that point in the round when you know you've already won it. So just going for those ballsy plays definitely does tend to work out when there's less pressure, but there's about to be a lot of pressure here toward B. Already into the bomb site, the terrorists are running as Cynex tries to hide in the smoke and delay as long as possible. That is the anchor's duty, as it were, but he gets found out, sprayed down, taken down, and the bomb will be following suit. As Navi Junior, they still have 4 players left alive, and I don't think, they're just piecing out of this situation. We gave it our all. Let's save for the next round because it's going to be an eco anyway, and we have quite a lot of chances to do something with Deagles and Scouts rather than just USPs. No sense in throwing them away here.
Sure.
No sense in giving the MAC-10s any farming kills as well, remember?
Yeah. Obviously $600 per kill on those MAC-10s, so certainly a lot more than you get for the rifles. And you can very quickly build up a bit of economy behind you with just a couple kills. Still, the shotguns are even better. $900 per kill on a shotgun.
Of course.
That's why you
the
almost
knife is the
exclusively
reigning
lose them.
champion there.
Yeah, true. Imagine if they set like the knife kill reward to like $5,000 or something. How many knife attempts do you think we'd see?
Too many.
Yeah.
That's too much power for one man to hold. As KC Sports will be getting, of course, the first 2 rounds, and Navi Junior, having saved up the weapons from the previous, will be giving this one another shot. Last time, it was just a straight-up rush onto B that they had to brush off, and now some heavy presence coming in toward long. 3 players and only 1 CT to accept them, as Pogorlov will be trying to deeg from the A-plat area. Certainly a great player with the deagle, as we saw. Let's see if he can connect. Forced off by utility. No such luck.
Navi Junior will commit with this round because they get by up in the next. They don't need to save these pistols, or indeed the scout. They'll be happy to try and use them to do as much economic damage as they can this round. And there's a kill for Menezi, looking for a second. Almost catches the player throwing the nade, but misses the initial shot. He'll get the harder one instead. That's the second kill found. Bit of damage being done. The bomb to be planted.
Still low chance of making it back into this one, but perhaps the 3 counter-terrorists pushing together might just isolate these players into several 3v1 situations. There you go, through the wall. Ankir suspects that someone might be there. Now they have to be worried about the angles from ramp and long, but the ramp
No!
guy deleted him. Menezi finds the final frag. Oh boy. There you go. 3 players out of short, retaking this A bomb site with plenty of time to defuse this bomb, and there you go. Navi Jr., they pick up a first.
Wow. Wowee wow. 4K
They all
for
stopped with
Menezi.
that.
Yeah. Final shot as well. Just takes his time with it. Doesn't fire off too
Yes.
early.
That's such a big like flaw with a lot of players that they just sort of go for the reflex shot, like let's just do like a subconscious flick, and if it hits, it hits, and I look like a god. But if you stabilize it for just long enough, you might just find yourself with a much higher win percentage in those scenarios, and that's just going to be a great start here for Navi, getting all the weaponry they could possibly want here, as Case will follow suit. Plenty of money in their reserves as well. AKs across the board, and AWP on Landon, and well, 2 scoped weapons for the Navi Junior side, Cynex with the AUG. As this round will be a little bit slower here in the mid game. The setup still pretty heavy towards short, and some grenades should be lobbed over soon to give, I don't know, Landon some entry potential. Oh, as I say that, though, they changed their mind completely. Going for a mid to B, it seems. Already a crossfire established, but a smoke should be coming in soon for CT.
So lots of players trying to push in mid here for Case, but there's a couple to defend for the Navi side. In fact, a few to defend for the Navi side. And Onkir, he'll light up the scoreboard initially with 2 frags for himself, looking for a third. Does get it as his teammates fall around him. He will follow suit. So it actually ends up in an even 3-on-3 trade. Navi Junior, they didn't need to push for more frags there. They could have just relaxed. But they wanted to really clap down on Case there with the B bomb side exposed. It's now up to Pogrolov and Menezi to try and retake this one. But that shot definitely helps out from Menezi. And he follows it up as well. Okay, guys.
DZT not going for the guaranteed money with the bomb plant. It would have been a guaranteed loss in the round as well, so I suppose that's what he was weighing up there, but come on. Probably had a better chance planting the bomb rather than taking down Menezi with the scoped in AWP. The quick scopes on this man are good as well. Like, he doesn't even have to be ready for it. That's so fast, Menezi! Come on!
It's like his crosshair just teleports to the player. Oh my god, it's so incredible to watch, and something we missed on Mirage, but he seems to be a bit more warmed up now. As Pogorolov looking for open shots, can't quite connect as the T's are getting very close to him. Does have support from his teammates as he go 1-for-1. But there we go, he gets a much-needed kill there. Holds off the initial push in towards the site, now has reinforcements to assist him. As the player already inside of that smoke that Pogolov will actually find. Landon can't go sneaking around for too much longer.
Gets enough breathing room to start spamming random smokes, and that's exactly what helps him out in the end. Getting that kill just down to Nissim and Delboni to perhaps find another kill or 2, or indeed the bomb. I completely neglected that fact. That's a pretty good boon there for the T's. Should they be able to plant this bomb, as Cynex too far away to deny it? There you go. KC Sports mission accomplished in this round. 1 kill,
Nissim.
maybe more to follow. Nissim on the back lines. Come on, Nissim. This is your time. This is how you do it. Gets 2 kills. Can't get the third due to a flash, and that'll leave the CTs enough time to get in here and defuse that bomb. Just 2 angles to hold off here for Fear, as Nissim will be an easy target in the end, but a great attempt coming in from the Brazilians to actually win the round from what seemed like a throwaway. Initially losing some players there, but yeah, come on. Finds 2 kills, which is very necessary here. Sure, he fluffs the first headshot, but that's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can't remember, was it Nissim or Nixon on Overpass with that, with the M4, with the...
Ah, that one, yeah, I remember. I can't remember which player
Nixon.
it was.
I think it was
Yeah.
Nixon.
He just sneaked up behind some
Yeah.
players. Just couldn't get any of them whiffs. Oh, it was Tarek as well, of course, recently.
Yeah. Well, I'll say recently, but it feels like so long ago on Long Dust 2, wasn't it?
No, no, no. From like Overpass, he came into heaven
I don't remember that one.
and then just fluffed the 2K that was pretty much
I
guaranteed and loses the whole game because of it. So
I remember the Tarek one on Long Dust 2, as he comes through a smoke and there's 4 players not looking his way. I think it was against Vitality, to be honest, but uh, maybe my mind is deceiving me on that one.
Menezes
Yeah.
is going to be the lone player here to watch for the A aggression. Short already taken by the Brazilian side as the smokes do rain in, and the flashes should be following suit as the Molotov has been forced from Menezes' hands. And there you go, through the fire and flames, finds Yaps and yet another player as there's only one
Oh
left
my
on short
god.
there. That's just a very fast, clinical round here from Menezes. Not enough grenades to make this work for the Brazilians, as rushing toward an AWP is certain death, especially in this game, as Navi do pick up a fourth. And that's quite a good lead here, but we'll be seeing what they can do against the fully bought up Brazilian side.
Fear this game may already be over.
Ah,
Just
well, we didn't.
from Menezes, just...
Yes. But then again, like he should have been like flashed several times, forced into like an
True.
uncomfortable position on
True.
long, and then suddenly you have like two terrorists that could potentially just wide peek him and get the kill. So definitely a lot missing here from the Brazilians in the previous round, but now they won't be missing a thing. They bought up all the utility and weaponry they could possibly want. Of course, Navi Jr. decked out as well. Plenty of cash in the reserves, as we will be seeing the terrorists taking this one a little bit slowly, holding on to middle with the AWP on Landon, and then making some commotion toward the short area.
They do take control of short, do the case side, so ground being gained. Nezzy going to be towards that A site yet again. It's a great position to be wielding that up with so much flexibility. A lot of angles you can cover, a lot of long-range angles you can cover, in fact. Where you so often see AWPers position around that side of the map. Well, case, they
And there you
actually going to
go.
bail
This is
away.
what's supposed to happen. Menezes in very deep trouble there on ramp, but that's not where the push is going to be going through. Oh no, Yeps does down one of his own, but that's not going to be mattering too much as the B bomb site is, of course, entirely empty. The bomb will get planted, and the CTs with not a single kill. Yeps helping them out a little bit. Or
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, I already forgot.
No, I think you're right.
Just going to be hanging on to these rifles, of course. 3 players surviving, meaning the majority of the team is still alive. But Pogorlov kind of giving away his position there a little bit. Isn't going to get punished for it, however. Those terrorists not interested in hunting, wanting to keep their low HP selves alive. As the bomb will be ticking down to 0 shortly and taking us into a 4-3 scoreline here. And Navi Jr., plenty of money in the reserves. They can still come back strong.
Lots of great prizes to be claimed if you head on over to LOOT.BET and fill out or complete some daily quests. You can get some nice rewards from that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Links below the Twitch stream, boys. So, 2 players dedicated toward the B bomb site with no one really paying attention to middle whatsoever. And KC Esports not really making use of that fact just yet. The standard hold every possible angle the CTs can push early on does come through. And now some aggression towards short should be coming in. Of course, clearing out in the middle as well, but not going to be finding anyone just yet. Flash for short coming in. I believe a player is posted. Yes, he is. That's going to be Menezi or Onkir. Yeah, it is Menezi with the AWP. And forced on back from that aggressive angle. So now KC Sports, they have concluded the early game. The opening has reached its conclusion, but now the mid game is unfolding before our eyes, and it seems like it's going to be heavily B focused. The bomb already present in tunnels. It looks like mid to B presence is going to be happening as well. Cynix, very dangerous position to be in there. If any kind of a spray comes on through, you're a dead man. Meanwhile, a 3v4 now situation as kills do rain in. The B bomb site in a little bit of trouble as okay, Fear finds one on middle, very casually just deletes him. Yeps still making a commotion here toward A. Not sure if he's going to be finding anything or if he just drops down behind enemy lines, but falls immediately after. Fear too quick for him as the B bomb site was taken over while they were busy with middle. But yes, this HE should be devastating. Doesn't actually connect, and the bullets do actually onto the players. Yes, Cynix with the knife behind the double box. I was like, yeah, Landon's a dead man here. Either way, whichever way he peeks, like a few bullets will be taking him down. But hey, a knife, just as good.
This shot as well was precision from there. Love to see it. Expected more from the nade, but yeah, unfortunately, I think it gets caught on the lip of the ridge, and yeah, fair play. I mean, yeah, why not? I think Case have started sussing out what might be a good idea for this game. Avoid Munezi.
Mm-hmm.
So they seem to be favouring the B site quite a lot early on now. But we'll see what they have planned going forward, because obviously you can't just keep hitting the same site over and over. Eventually the CTs will suss onto that.
That's one way of phrasing it, yeah.
Does start looking a little sus.
Long doors taken all the way up close. Pogorlov, he has the shadow advantage here. Even with the smoke down, smokes don't cast shadows here. They are, of course, vampires. As he does reconsider, goes back, and now with all of these players present, the flash should be connecting to Pogorlov soon. He will be looking at that exact angle, and two terrorists swinging on out will probably be finding a kill here. As he has to actually sound the rifle until they realize someone could be there. I guess it was low on the checklist to check behind them. But all the way up close, a kill does go their way. Still, two CTs die toward A, and that's going to be KC Sports with clearance toward the pointy letter bomb site. As Short was in control for a little while there, but Nissim falls, and Cynix should be able to find some kind of an entry here, something to work with, but instead gets deleted from long. Delboni too strong.
No way he hits that shot on DZT. Now he has a chance of winning this one out. Delboni over by Long. He's going to get baited out. And Onkir is absolutely sublime. If it's not Menezi, it's Onkir on that AWP.
Jeez. The bait shot doesn't even work because you're behind a smoke. Usually you do those around walls where even if the player connects with you in that sort of jump arc, you still die. But the AWP shot misses, and in the middle of nowhere, Delboni, not having anywhere to hide and reloading his gun so he can't shoot back, gets completely devastated there. And that's a sick clutch coming in. Whew.
For sure.
NAVI Jr. making it look good on the CT side.
And I think it was Pogrolev who was caught out initially towards the long doors. I'll say in a moment, because we've got a fast push coming in towards his B site, where Nissim finding the opening, actually making a double opening. Finally, Fear puts one on the board for NAVI Jr. But I think they're just going to save this one and allow Case to fall. But in that previous round, Pogrolev over towards long doors, he gets flashed up. The T's actually sort of check the close left angle right behind the door, but they don't actually see him.
Yeah.
Both of them like turn, then look away, and then Pogolev fires a few shots because he thinks, well, I'm just about to die here. May as well shoot and try and kill one. Then they both turn around after that and shoot him. So I think if he actually didn't shoot, it would have been fine. But it's obviously you're blind, so you have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
And if someone's flashed the angle, you expect them to clear it.
So you have to like start shooting, right? You have no
Yeah.
choice. Basically, uh, this round has gone the way of the Brazilians, I guess. Again, Navi Junior trying to save, 3 players alive, and that's actually gonna result in one more buy round, or at least like a half buy from a lot of the players that would have otherwise been an eco had they gone for the retake onto B. That's not gonna be happening here. KC Sports complete full buy, of course, and over on the Navi Junior camp, an AWP, a FAMAS, an AUG, and a Deagle. That's going to have to hold on to B as much as possible, but only already losing one player. Still an answer coming back from the other B defender. Still has to hide in the cubby and dies. Delboni gets the angle too fast for backup to arrive, and now Ankir, speaking of backup, he's been smoked off. And I think the avoid Menezes strategy has been paying off in spades for KC Sports, winning this B site more often than not.
Yeah, they actually send Menezes over towards the B site this round. But he
Well,
takes an initial fight, and it's probably the worst option he could have taken, considering the round that Case threw at them with the fast push in, but double nades towards the back of car. That's given them a slight advantage there, but it's quickly turned back in Case's favour, with Yept finding 2 nice frags there from the site. But yeah, Menezes takes a very fast early peak, and it's possibly the worst option. And as well, he gets blinded up and hits the second player. If he hits the first, he might get away from that. But yeah, hits the second player and is instantly gunned down in return.
To rephrase then, avoid Monezi when he's in good positions, because that
Yeah.
position was definitely not a good one. Just rushing on in there. Probably if he was still located at something like window playing anti-flash, perhaps he finds an entry or two into the round, and then the retake with the man advantage would have been working in their favor. But now they know Menezes is a little bit of a mobile player. This time he is on middle, Deagle in hand, trying to find some entries, and well, he might just sneak on behind this guy who's trying to go long. That's going to be Nissim. But
Just
he
misses the
just
timing.
evades.
These
Still,
smokes, the utility. It's all going to show what the plan is. Oh, Pogrolov gets a dink and a couple follow-up shots, but not enough to take down Delboni.
Yeah, those CT's not good enough to hold on to that bomb site. And meanwhile, Menezes, he didn't flank from long. He's coming from the more predictable area of short. But I think at this point he has to just consider his options and, well, look for frags in less expected areas. Almost catches out DZT, but the timing goes his way, and Landon, he was pushing short anyway, finds the Deagle, will be keeping that one. And that's going to be a tied up scoreline here. After a great start from the Navi Junior camp, KC Sports came back stronger.
Yeah, 6-6, a few rounds left of play. One of these teams could be getting themselves a 9-6 scoreline with Navi Junior back on the bye. Menezes on the AWP. Onke, he's just going to be on the M4, not going for that secondary AWP play, although it has been working out pretty decently when he's had it. It's instead going to be, well, Navi Junior realizing what the hell has been going on, and they just quickly gun down free towards the B tunnels as KC Sports try and go for their fast play back in. This time, it really doesn't work out, and Sanic's even going to find a third for himself through the smoke because it's all up towards Delboni.
Just as the Brazilians were starting to mount a little bit of a potential lead here, they get shut down entirely. The B aggression not working out once again, and maybe it's time for them to change up some of their plans, reconsider some of their options. There isn't that much left in this half, however, so we will be seeing 2 more rounds after this one, if caster math is on point.
It is.
Good. Thank you for confirming my caster math.
It's okay. That's what caster friends are for.
But yeah, Delboni, he's not fancying waiting around for 45 seconds while the timer runs out. Although as he steps over his friend's corpses, I can't seem to think thinks he has any chance of winning this one, and indeed he does not. Cynex picking up the last frag, very appropriate given that he got the 3 very important ones beforehand. The spray down going strong. And KC Esports, while they did initially start with a 420 odds, I believe, they seem to have recovered onto 315. Not sure I would support that claim. Navi Junior side looking pretty strong here to a pretty big extent. Looking like they're going to be taking this one home. Much more than initially thought. So long control coming in from the CTs, and the terrorists just spreading out in a bit of a default sense. Just tunnels and top middle for now. Short to be coming soon, but no counter terrorists playing aggressive on short either. Just fear is going to be somewhere around that neighborhood, but should get shut down pretty quick. Oh yeah, he's not even on the elevated surface. So just a grenade that just tickles Yeps a little bit.
Did he start making
Now,
trouble in the wrong neighborhood as well, or was he up
well,
to no
these
good?
couple of guys that are up to no good,
Uh,
trying to go toward the A site. At least throwing some utility there. They throw back one little molly, and the T's are now scared. Said we have to push on through. Against Menezi, I can't rhyme with that one, I'm sorry, but Fear does find the initial kill.
Cynic somehow stays alive in that fight, at least for the first. As Navi Junior keep trading out for man advantages, and Onke will extend it out a little bit further. We've just landed the last player alive, hoping to clear out this B site from the pest within. And it's a Gooch shot again. Onke, this time the recipient of Landon's fetish. And, well, can't do much more than that with Menezi nailing him down through the doors. 8 on the board for the Navi Junior side as they have secured themselves a lead for half time. But Case, one more round to play for, might be able to find something from this. They've got a little bit of cash in reserve for a couple of players. Not going to be whole hosts of cash as... there we go. But, yeah, they get a couple AKs, a few Deagles.
Let's see if they can make it work here on the very final round of the half. Again, nothing too crazy going on here, just the initial sort of taking control. But look at this, B tunnels being pushed, and Onkir and his teammate, I think it's Cynex, yeah it is, they've just realized that B is completely clear, so they can rotate one of the players off toward A, but still middle in danger as Yeps is anticipating the flank. Boo doesn't connect with the frag, however, misses about 3 bullets consecutively. Definitely not something he was hoping to see here as the counter-terrorists get the hell out of Dodge, expecting there to be speedy mid-to-B push, given that the terrorists know that they were in upper tunnels just recently, but it looks like they're going for some big brain strats by just heading off toward A, as Menezi is, again, playing that car position. And Fear with the AUG at Goose. That's a deadly combo for this short hold.
Player CT, though, DZT's been able to sneak in and could cut off rotations with his AK-47 or decide to push through and maybe catch a player off guard. Menezi depends on how his scope lines up. He can't see DZT push through. Menezi has no idea where he was just shot from. He'll have to conclude CT because of where he was looking, but Onke can manage one. His teammate on site, not so lucky. Delboni, he's going to meet a similar fate as it's up to Nissim and Landon, a 2v3 to try and hold this bomb plant. That nade, oh, it's so perfect. Finishes off the low HP on Landon, and, well, Nissim, he's towards short, which is about the best after plant position for him. But, yeah, with the Deagle and 3 players, yeah, I mean, I don't think any situation there is going to be good enough.
No. With the Deagle versus like 3 or 4 players, the only good spot to be, apparently, based on the previous matches, on like top of balcony, just just above A on Mirage.
Yeah.
Just get a Deagle 3K every time. For those of you that missed it, Poggerlov went absolutely ham in that one, getting a very good 1 versus 4 clutch. The first 3 kills were with the Deagle in very quick succession. One of them a wall bang as well, and like a nice flick toward the site. But in this one, he hasn't been doing too hot, right? Only 5 kills.
Only
As
7
the rest
deaths.
of there you go, but still not exactly performing super highly for his team. It is, of course, Cynex that has taken over that kind of a position, as Onkir seems to have taken a bit of a backseat as well, not really performing terribly, terribly well. I don't know. Menezi, he's staying strong at 12 kills. Meanwhile, though, of course, we are going into the pistol here. Pogorlov, the only one to forego armor for his team, as Menezi seems to have the raid boss builds. This is very promising. This is a good thing to see, as the push will be coming through, and expecting a player in the smoke won't be landing them a kill, but some nice damage, as Menezi, the raid boss, has just been knocked down to 1 HP, and that's going to be quite a dangerous affair going forward. Still, A aggression should be coming in soon, and the counter-terrorists congregating toward long more than anything, trying to get that long control. And now the T's, they still have to contest it all the way up close. These two counter-terrorists are, as they decide to push on in toward the aggressing terrorists. Not a good idea, but the kills go their way. Nissim with 3 kills, 3 noggins have been popped, and the bomb has been dropped as Delboni gets 2 from mid.
Get to see it from Nissim's perspective here, I think. There's the first, second, and third. They didn't have a chance to even shoot at him. Oh, lordy lord. The case with 7 and Nissim. Ooh. Definitely will not be missing.
Not sure how many more times we can do that one. I think if we
Oh,
do it,
yeah.
if we do it 10 more times, I think we get the next coffee for free.
I've not been collecting the stickers for the little
I
card.
just I hate that scheme. Every place has started to use it. Gas stations and everything is just give me the lowest possible price and let me alone, please.
Yeah.
Navi Jr., they want to be left alone here, but yeps.
Yeah.
As I get a phone call, of course, gets a nice 2K. Not now, Mom. I'm talking over video games. As yeah, the terrorists seem to have lost 2 of their players here, and 2 more to follow. But not much to going for them in this one. Low money, of course, low investment, and low returns.
Communication on point there between the case players. For that flashbang peeking towards short. Beautifully done. It's a little bit closer now, the scoreline. 9-8. Nava Jr. still the lead, but it might be falling away from them here as case. They have the weaponry, Nava Jr., they have the pistols.
So yeah, the Glock rush should be coming in through, and DZT actually takes a couple of dinks there. I think it was actually 2, but still only to 44 HP. Not really going to be sweating that one. The Glock train has arrived to station number 1, which was lower tunnels, but station number 2 appears to be the B bomb site, and I think it's having a little bit of trouble heading on over there as it gets rerouted all the way to the bomb site A. But how are they going to get over there? The long rush, perhaps? They have a player in suicide. Are they trying to go for short or long at this juncture? I guess short is on the menu here, but they changed their mind yet again, baiting me. As long seems to be the final destination for this Glock train. Let's make some choo-choo noises as we walk in through these double doors. And on the other side, Yeps to receive.
Gets the first, needs to try and find some more, and just through the smoke, spamming. Now on the Deagle, that's an awkward angle to be fighting at, and Lunezi will take him down eventually, but it might just be a little bit of a consolation frag for the Navi Junior side, as Case do mop up the rest of the round. So 9-9. My favourite scoreline.
And you did a rhyme.
Yeah.
You do it all the time.
Inside out.
And if you want to have a good time, use a code Porto when you're using LOOT.BET. You get 100 euros matched, I believe. If you deposit, you gain. There's more details just below the stream, of course. There's other stuff you can do, daily quests, all that good jazz. Of course, be 18 plus and bet responsibly. And let's get back into this one. A full buy coming in from both sides, a tied up score line. Definitely a important round here that will dictate the pace of the rest of the game here. As the terrorists are once again playing it a bit more passively, and well, the counter-terrorists giving up control of short, apropos of nothing.
It's the MP9 for DZT. We're playing up close to that B smoke, though, the B tunnel. So, definitely a position that that weapon can work in. But a retake A might not be so lucky with that. As NAVI Junior yet to decide which side of the map they will look into.
But
That
it looks like
Molotov.
they need to take short A control first, and through the molly, Yeps. Takes a little bit of a gamble, but didn't really pay off. Didn't get much info or any damage, really. As 40 seconds are left on this clock, I think we're starting to see NAVI Junior lock this A bomb site down as the final destination, and no grenades from the CTs to stop them will be quite hard to hold on to this one, especially with the amount of utility NAVI Junior have left. Yeps knows that's the case, has to play up close, and the double kill is actually exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Only 3 terrorists left as they need to make their way toward the site, planning the bomb. And Landon can't land the shot from long. Tries for the wall bang, but that's not going to be mattering that he misses, as, well, these 2 terrorists, they're surrounded on all sides. They can't survive, and KC Sports win this one out handily. 5 players left alive, and I think if this is the way the rest of the half is going to be going, we're going to a third map.
Ooh. Yep's finding 2 here and getting away with his life.
Unacceptable, frankly.
Team flashes.
But team flashes, yeah, that's it. Actually, the CTs had no flashes of their own. It must have been teams. Oh, sloppy plays coming out here from the Russian-Ukrainian squad.
Oh dear. And a chance here again for NAVI Junior. They've got the 5 AKs through. Plenty of utility, in fact. Obviously, that bomb plant providing them an extra $800 per player. They'll try and use that to as much effect as they can, as it's a chance to try and deny Case getting too far ahead at this point, but it's a difficult situation for them. It seems like Case, they've got their number right now on the CT side, and obviously 4 in a row off the back of that pistol and a heavy nade onto us, both Fear and Onkir. They take considerable damage.
Yes, they do. So the start, quite not going to plan for the Navi Junior side. And if the previous round is anything to go by, even if they get the best possible setup for an execute, they can still sort of fluff it last minute. As short has been taken, so this is with 50 seconds left, looking like it's going to be a mid to B split. I thought the grenades were going to be lined up here for the CT side. No, it seems like short is going to be where they're going to be going, as long aggression coming in from Yep spots out the shadow and starts spraying and praying, and Poggerlov should have been praying there because he's about to, well, he just met his maker there. Goes down, and the long push has been stinted, but the short push still going strong here with 2 players against 2 defenders. Pushing it onto the site. Landon with the AWP spots him out, but can't connect. Delboni is going to be rotating, as there is still a player on Goose, and Nissim, there you go. Never missing, finds the kill. Just one more here, does some shots to bait the player into looking at him as a flash comes in, but despite the flash, will be getting the kill, but not the plant, sadly. Landon jumps up on the box, gets the frag, and that's going to be the second full buy round in a row for KC Sports. And if this is what their CT side looks like, man, I said it before, I think we're going to a third here.
Could very well be 3 maps required, as I mean, this is the same scoreline we saw on the first map, 9-11, but
on that one, Navi were popping off, right, on the T side.
They were on the come up. This time it's a slow start to the second half, and no rounds found yet for them on the T side on the offense, so we'll have to wait and see. And I mean, they found on Mirage a few rounds with Deagles, Especially as you mentioned earlier, that round from Pogorelov. It's it may need a bit more of magic like that, but maybe they're all out. Maybe they've already used up their magic quota for this month.
Gonna have to go to the magic bank, make a
Yeah,
magic loan.
for sure, and
You
sign
know,
away your
put
magic
a
assets.
put a magic mortgage on your house. That kind of stuff. Definitely could be using some of it right now, as Fear has withdrawn from the magic fountain, but he's only going to be good for 1 kill there, so not that very good ROI on that one. Still, though, 3 players toward B. Unbeknownst to them, it is a clear bomb site with one player looking a little bit further away there. It is going to be DZT with the AUG looking through the DOORS. But yeah, both doors being covered by DZT at this point, as the terrorists will be emerging toward the middle ones and actually finding the kill. That's a 2 versus 2 situation now, and they know that that kind of maybe clears up the B bomb site. Worst case scenario, there's like one guy standing on the site still, but unbeknownst to them, it is completely clear, and they will be given the opportunity to cross successfully. The op shot does come through, but misses, as Landon did not land that quite difficult shot from far away. The bomb planted, and a 2v2 retake ensues.
This is winnable for NAVI Junior at this point. I mean, Deagles and low HP for Case. Nissim is 1 shot from death, landing a couple required for him, but that nade towards the back of sight puts Manesi on just 4 HP. And as he peeks out, Nissim lands the headshot, leaves it all up towards Pogorelov, who's in towards the back sight, but Nissim is just too clean, and they will be able to get the defuse with no issues. So Case, they recover for 12. Nissim, so many great shots for him. He ends on 4 kills in that round, I think. Yeah.
That's a great way to mop things up in the end. It did start to look scary, B bomb site can be a fortress at the best of times, and even the Eagles can get it done there. But with it all coming down to the wire, KC Sports continued their dominating streak, and this is something of a important round here because, again, a third full buy round in a row would be very good here for the Brazilians. But Cynex has something to say about that. However, Nissim and Yep's answer back, and long control is denied. The terrorists trying to go out here early, exploding toward the long area. Not going to be successful because Case, they just put way too many players there in a pile to really contest. As now the terrorists will be considering their options. And their options are, well, probably mid to B at this point, knowing that there was heavy presence toward long. Should be giving them some kind of a tip off that this is worth going for. We'll be seeing if they're too slow to go for it, though, as the rotation should be coming in soon. A CT player already present here in Yeps, as middle will not even be encroached upon. Will just be a straight up tunnel push, and DZT to receive with the AWP. Loving these like ops being distributed among different players a lot of the time.
Yeah, for sure. Nice to see a lot of people being able to wield those weapons effectively. But look at the flank. Delboni top mid. He's found one. Quickly traded by Pogorelov. But it keeps Navi Jr. in that disadvantage. A man disadvantage as they push in towards the A site. Landing with the AWP, though, isn't going to miss. And now 20 seconds. It's Fear against 3. This round is going to slip by the wayside again, surely, as it's double AWPs retaken, but I don't think that's really going to matter when there's only one player to find.
He had the bomb plant as well. He could have gone for it, but he gets greedy, tries to go for some kills, tries to make this round viable, and just not possible, I'm afraid. 9-13 the score line, and KC Sports have won 4 rounds in a row now for sure. But
well, they've won everything in a row since the
yes,
half
but
switched.
3 of them were full buy rounds.
True. Okay.
So if the Navi boys can't get it done on full buys, I think we're looking at a third map for sure now. Because again, a 13-9, yeah, 13-9 is one of the most dangerous leads to be in because you get very complacent. But it looks like this is going to be made at 14th, and once you reach map point that close, well, once you're that close to map point, I should say, it should be an easier time from there on. But the match has been paused just so that the Navi boys can sort of divvy up the money a little better than it is right now because Menezes on low money and he needs to get something, but who can really drop him an AWP? That would result in that player being a glass cannon for the rest of the round. So I don't think they're going to be getting the big green anytime soon. Just the SG553 should come out to play in this scenario, but look at that. Gets the op. Unless that's a scout, because my screen's a bit fuzzy right now.
There's a scout for
Ah,
Menezzi.
there you go.
The
That
bomb
makes
plan,
sense.
you know how you mentioned earlier that he wasn't able to get the bomb plan, could have gone for it. That would
Yep.
have given an
And
extra $800. And I mean, it may not have been an AWP for Menezzi. He was on 3750, I think. But it could have been, what,
someone else dropping
4500?
him.
Yeah, could have.
Someone else could have dropped him, and then Menezes can buy like a proper,
Yeah,
like just a rifle, and then he can
yeah,
drop him there, and then divvy up the money that way. But no, he instead of going for the bomb plant, he went for the 1v3, and
yeah. Because
frankly, that's not good.
yeah, I know for sure that one of the players had at least 5.1k, and with the $800, that would have been enough for armor and dropping an AWP and then receiving an AK. Would have been a pretty good trade deal.
One of the best trade deals maybe ever.
Yep.
As long, no trades happening here so far, but they should be coming in soon as the terrorists have shown very big aggression here. Bigly aggressive, if we're gonna keep the meme going. As this is a bit of a stalemate, just waiting for the smokes to dissipate. And ooh, boosting over them as well. Would be interesting to see if that one works out. Huh, and the counter-terrorists, they just fall back. They let them have long. No real exchange happening there. Sure, Cynix loses the majority of his HP, but I think they're going to be quite happy with that one, to be honest. Long control really hasn't been going Navi Jr.'s way.
Sorry, just had to mute while I had a bit of a sneeze there.
Now, you could have gotten away with it scot-free, man. I didn't even
Could have.
acknowledge it on stream.
Yeah, could have.
The viewers would have never known that you sneezed.
Yeah, just
And yet,
wanted to explain my silence. No,
we talk too much as is.
true.
Navi Jr. Oh man, not even getting to cross there. Yeps and Nissim finding those kills. Oh yeah, that's why, because there's a massive gap in the smoke. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if
that's-
it's dissipated or anything. Okay, Manesi gets two.
You can get the bomb
That's a
plant
1
here.
versus 2 now. Yeah, he can get the bomb plant. He does actually spring for it
Ooh!
instead of going for the straight. Okay, DZT falls. Now it's a 1v1 situation with Delboni on full HP. He does have the advantage, and he does have the headshot as well. Menezes just doing a backwards somersault there toward the end after the bullet enters his cranium. Just a fantastic display here as Delboni will be picking up the 14th, and Nabi Jr., this is not the T side I thought they would have.
Man, Munezi could have won that, but it's a jumping org shot through the cranium that ends it.
It was jumping?
Yeah, it was a jumping shot.
Oh, I thought he just had the angle. Okay, well, that changes things quite a bit.
Yeah, man, that was that explains my my reaction a bit more, I guess. Because
Jeez
yeah, that
Louise.
was like I was believing in Menezes there. After that shot came in after the plant 1v1. He had the angles, I had the play, but yeah, it's the RNGesus that lets him down.
Unfortunate. He gives and he takes. As a double op setup comes in here from KC Sports, playing this one slowly again, as Navi Jr. do like to slowly take short control later into the round. Some aggression did come in from the mid doors earlier on, still re-aggressing now as they peek over the smoke, but not being able to find anything, will be falling back into their default positions as long has been very much secured by the KC Sports side, although there's no presence there. Giving up on short for now as just leaving Nissim here to chuck a molly as soon as he sees any action. And yeah, the player on car now, he can definitely help him out. The AWPs will be strong in this one if they decide to push for A, but it looks like they are going back once more. And well, they do like doing that. A push toward mid doors. No smoke on CT yet is going to allow Nissim to get a double frag, a triple almost. And I don't see the advantage of not smoking that one off. I'm going to be honest, but again, the T's just fall. Onkir had a smoke until the very end there.
Well, that is
I believe.
tragic.
Just why not smoke off CT?
Yeah. I mean, this
Trying to go for the frag, but come on, man.
This is just Navi Junior not being prepared at all for this map. Not a single round found on the T side. That is just...
It's only been in the game for 20 years. I mean, you had
I
time
know.
to study it up, see how you
Yeah.
played the T side.
They know they know the sort of basic concepts of the map, but they just can't fit it together right now. They've had some chances, but it's all come off the back of individual prowess. And landing, he does get an opening. And this sort of starts to signal the beginning of the end here for Navi Junior in this final round. It might be a flawless CT side for the KC Esports side, which would force us to a decider of Inferno. And we know how Navi Junior, how they play on Inferno.
They
Generally
don't
not very
that
well.
So the Brazilians with a real chance to take this one home. I mean, after Navi won the first one, I was looking very pessimistic still for the Brazilian side, but after this kind of a performance and knowing what the final map is, definitely a dangerous position here for the Russian-Ukrainian side. Sure, they did beat one of the teams in this qualifier, GTZ Bulls, I believe.
Yeah.
But that was a brand new roster that, you know, took them to a career performance on Inferno. And this, I'm afraid, is going to be it for the second map. An underwhelming